Ever wondered what everyday objects look like when magnified under a microscope? In today's video, I've roamed around my apartment and picked out 5 intriguing items for us to explore up close. Let's turn it into a little game. Can you guess what each object is within 10 seconds of seeing it under the microscope? Alright, let's dive right in and see what these ordinary things reveal in their extraordinary microscopic detail. Take a look at our first mysterious object. I'll admit, guessing this one is a bit of a challenge. Ready for the big reveal? What you're seeing here is actually the lead of a pencil. The humble pencil, an indispensable tool in both art and science, boasts a rich history dating back to the 16th century. It all began in England with the discovery of pure graphite. Initially, pencils were made entirely of this graphite, which, while effective, made them quite brittle. The modern pencil lead, like the one we're examining under the microscope, emerged in the 18th century. A revolutionary change occurred when graphite powder was mixed with clay. Here, under my microscope, you can see how the pencil lead often appears ridged or striated. This is due to the graphite particles being compressed together during the manufacturing process. Ever noticed the letters H and B on pencils? H stands for hard, leaving lighter lines perfect for technical drawing, while B means soft, creating darker lines suited for artistic work. This grading system helps you pick the perfect pencil for whatever task you're tackling. Moving on to our second item, take a good look. I think this one might be a bit easier to guess than the last. Ready for the reveal? What you're seeing right now is a strand of hair. To be precise, a hair from my own head. Human hair is a fascinating testament to the complexity of our bodies. Each strand is primarily made of keratin, a tough protein you'll also find in nails and skin. Under the microscope, you can see that hair is composed of 3 layers. The outer layer, known as the cuticle, is what gives hair its texture and strength, and that characteristic shine. Then there's the cortex, which is packed with color pigments that determine whether you're a brunette, blonde, a black, or a redhead. And deep inside, there's the medulla, a hollow core that runs down the center. Given that I have brown hair, you can spot the brown pigments nestled in the cortex. It's also interesting to note how hair shape varies. Under the microscope, curly hair appears uneven and twisted, while straight hair looks, well, straight and uniform. So, peering at my hair under the microscope, you can tell I don't have curls, and it's clear that the wild and curly hairstyle club will have to go on without me. Check out our third item here. A little clue for you. It's not a piece of fruit, although it might look like it. Can you guess what it is? It's a yellow highlighter. Highlighters are common tools in offices and schools, famed for their bright colors and the ability to draw attention to key text. The neon yellow of a highlighter comes from a special kind of ink known as daylight fluorescent paint. This paint contains fluorescent pigments that absorb UV light and transform it into glowing colors, especially noticeable under UV light. These pigments, mainly in neon yellow, provide high visibility and are contained in water-based solutions that spread easily on paper. And they come in various vibrant colors, though the classic neon yellow is probably the most recognized, with green, orange, red, and even blue as popular alternatives. In our case here, the highlighter's ink-soaked synthetic fabric really does look like a slice of an orange under the microscope at first glance. Did you manage to guess it correctly, or were you tricked by its fruity disguise? Now, this next one might be a bit easier to identify, especially for our viewers from Europe. Did you recognize it right away? What you're looking at here is a €5 note under the microscope. It becomes quite apparent with those yellow stars against the blue background. A €5 note is made from special cotton-based paper. This not only gives it a distinctive feel, but also adds to its durability, making it last longer than regular paper. Under the microscope, you can clearly see how these cotton fibers are intricately woven together, contributing to the note's sturdiness. But it's not just about durability. Embedded within the paper are fine security features like microprinting and tiny holograms, visible only upon close inspection. These features are critical for anti-counterfeiting measures. Another fascinating aspect is the use of special inks for printing. Some of these inks change color when you tilt the note, adding another layer of security. Together, all these elements transform the €5 note into a miniature masterpiece of security technology. And now, take a look at this. Spoiler alert, they are not tiny, uncut diamonds, even though they might remind you of them at first glance. So, what are these sparkling beauties? The answer: they are little sugar crystals. Magnified under a microscope, they really do have a certain charm, don't they? Sugar is primarily derived from two sources, sugar beets and sugar cane. Both plants are rich in sucrose, which is pure sugar. The sugar-making process starts with extracting the juice from the sugar cane or beets. This juice is then filtered and purified to remove any impurities. After that, it's thickened and crystallized in large centrifuges, separating the sugar particles from the molasses. What you end up with are these pure sugar crystals that you're now admiring under the microscope. They often have a cubic or prismatic shape. Sugar isn't just valued for its sweetness, it also plays a vital role as a preservative and texture enhancer in food. But, as we all know, moderation is key. Too much sugar can lead to health issues, and trust me, I know how hard it is to resist those sweet temptations. It's like sugar has its own siren song, calling out to our taste buds sometimes. So, how did you do? Were you able to guess a few of these objects correctly? Feel free to brag about your score and let me know how you did in the comments. And if there's something else you're curious to see magnified under the microscope, drop that suggestion in the comments too. I'm always on the lookout for new ideas. If you enjoyed today's microscopic adventure, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Can't wait to dive into more microscopic wonders with you soon. Until next time.